Yes.
Yes, because green was too strong. Like,
bro, he 4 colors. Stop. He is 4 colors.
Every single one of those cards that are banned in standard literally had green attached to it.
Look at
They also got blue.
It doesn't matter. Green has ramp.
It doesn't matter. It's green.
Green has been strong because of all the utilities that it has.
Y'all blue players just be out here fucking hating on everything.
It's
not even about that. It's literally you can't play anything unless it has green in it. I don't want to play green. I want to play. Look at mono red right now. That shit is
Faithless Looting is banned, bro. If you look at a lot of the cards, it's not like it's.
I'm talking about standard.
Preordained. Scry 2.
Yeah, we're not talking about modern.
Scry 2 is standard.
I'm literally talking about standard. Like
every
one of those cards that are green, all those cards that are banned were in a green deck at some point. Period. Red, green Tamir, green, black. Just name the color. Probably not white because white green has not been good since like tokens.
Yeah. Well, no. Lots thousands of tokens. That was you just said that. Never mind.
That shit was. Well, I'm talking about like old, like with hangerback walking and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, see that's like OG red. What you eating?
Burrito.
You gonna really eat on stream now?
Oh yeah,
that's what we do.
I'm hungry. I don't know who I am. So.
And you go drink the drink. This man like fucking.
But with that being said, mine is green being super strong.
Green isn't the only super strong though. Like that's my whole thing. Is like it's not just about green. Like I think every color has their. If you put it there, like black, like infect. The green has infect too. I know, but black infect.
Bro, we're talking about standard, not modern.
You know, no, but
modern can't even be like really judged like that because like they literally just print OP cards for the like just because. Like everything in modern is meant to be OP, so I'm fine.
See, I don't know standard now and then. I gotta say, like that's why I didn't want to necessarily talk about standard because like I don't play standard anymore.
Well, I'm saying that's the biggest. Yeah, that's the biggest reason why I'm like, yo, I'm done playing.
We was talking about Tamir Energy. How you gonna say we not talk about modern? We were just talking about Tamir Energy.
Well, what do you want to talk about modern? Like,
no, I don't necessarily want to talk. I don't even play modern either. Like, I never played modern. I played standard. No, all right. So I thought it was the state of Magic.
Yeah,
talking about the state of Magic in context of when we played Magic when it was standard. That's why.
When I played Magic, it was balanced as hell. It was amazing.
So why aren't you playing? Why aren't you playing standard now?
Because it got boring for me, and I think that's mostly based off where I'm at. More so, like I was shaping out to be one of the better players. Like I was always high placing in the tournaments, and I think once I started hitting store championships, it was like either I'm gonna really care about Magic and dedicate the time, and start like like when I placed in Mogi store, I was like, I felt like I was the king. You know what I mean? And I was like, I got here and it was like keeping up with it. It was kind of like heavy, and it wasn't like something that I had time to do. Like I'm gonna say like the reason why I quit, but it was like doing what I do for work.
Yeah,
I didn't have the time, and then being on like swing shift, and they would have the store championships on a Friday.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry, the tournaments on a Friday, like at night, and I'm like I'm at work, so I couldn't even like come every time, so I couldn't really like. So I just stopped playing. Like,
so that's the biggest thing too. Here is like, bro, when I first got here, I was traveling for Magic. Like I'm talking about like 3-4 hours. I went to Brussels GP.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, like I was like, because that's when I was like at the peak of like competitive Magic. Yeah. And granted, like I was still grinding to make day 2 and things like that, but I was close, and I was winning. Like, so the last time I played Pioneer, and I actually made I qualified for the Invitational, essentially.
Ooh.
So you do like the pre-tournament where it's like you get that invite only. So I had the invite only, and then COVID hit. And then, of course, COVID kind of made paper Magic like
really hard to do. Really hard to do. Yeah.
And it's coming back, but like a lot of the decisions that they're making in the Magic community are just not like I don't think they said they're talking about like just not doing GPs and stuff like that. Like competitive Magic, like that Magic League stuff was like it was just gimmicky, like because there was no real way to get into that scene unless you were already a known player. So
true. True.
The Pro League was like, this is
or
boring.
up and coming. Like you got to be like seriously up. Like you like placing every major area, and then they're like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just such a grind. And then like, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Arena just because like the shuffler is just like.
No, because like Arena literally will make you. It feels like it makes you lose, but that's also in real life Magic too.
Well, it's
every once in a while you have that like that. You just
so
get
for the dudes
run.
you get like Mythic and stuff like that, like it is a big difference. But like
yeah.
So definitely. Like they can actually cater decks to like the top 150 or 100 players or something like that. But like everything below that is just so random. And I've noticed like I'll literally play like what do I play? I'll play like so right now I'll play Soul Tie.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm gonna see if we like what I do like about Arena. People could be because it's so like it's not in person and it's so like distant that it allows for like a level of creativity in Magic. Like a lot of decks are born on Arena because they're just like,
well, that's the thing. You have to invest. That's the thing. You have to invest so much time and money into it that you can't really build a creative deck. Like I've literally like been like, oh, I'm gonna take a chance on this deck, complete dog water. Like, and I can't. I can't mold it.
That's fine. No, but that's fine. It's like you just like whatever, and then you make the next one.
But I'm saying like every time I was dropping like at least $100 just so I could potentially build a deck.
I was
well, that's what I'm saying. Like when I was like still trying to stay up with it and everything, like it would literally be like $100 a paycheck, like into Magic, just so I could get cards and packs and stuff like that. Because like unless you draft or whatever, like you're not gonna get the cards, and I don't draft and things like that. That's how they're like, oh, this is how you get the cards. You got to draft.
I don't know, cause like you got Cox, and this man makes me mad because he don't drop a dime in Arena.
Yeah, but he plays a lot.
That's what that's what I'm saying. You are rewarded for the effort. Not that's what I'm saying. Like, what I can say
your time
is that you are rewarded for your effort. Even if you love Magic and you want to play. Very generous. If you complete those daily missions and shit, like, you're gonna get enough to buy packs and then stay relevant.
I'm literally saying, like, when I was still like playing competitively, like, yeah, I would sit here for 8 hours and play Magic, like, no cap.
Yeah, but like, ask Cox what rank he is. Like, I think that man like platinum, like gold platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he really like. But it's like when you put that effort in it, you can kind of like What do you do at work all day? You just put it on your laptop. It's on your phone now.
Laptop. I can't even have a phone at my job, so like I don't know.
Wait, I can't see it.
Nah, just in my job in general.
Oh,
about it.
Yeah,
but I mean, we definitely gotta have a phone.
Yeah, I mean, for you guys that's fine, but for somebody like me, like I can't do that. I don't have that luxury. So I'm like, truthfully, I just miss paper Magic just because. Like if I needed a card, I could be like, yo, I can trade you a card with all these bullshit cards I have. Like you can't even trade on Arena. So it's just like,
yeah,
I have all these cards that I may never use and cards that people want to use to build decks. So it's like, you're really restricted unless you start putting money into the game. But it's like, how many people are going to put money into a deck that potentially could be bad when dudes are literally online for 8 hours a day saying like, yo, just build this, just build this, just build this. So like, you don't see a lot of random decks on MTG Arena. I would go to tournaments and it literally be like, yo, I don't know what this dude has built. Like
that's cap. On Arena, you see hella random decks. In person, no.
Maybe on lower ranks, but like once you get past gold,
yeah,
like,
you're right.
It's literally the same like top tier decks. And what I don't like is that, I mean, it's just one of those things, but like you'll literally play like 5 like soul tie decks back to back. And I'm just like, bro, like, okay, I don't want to play a mirror match anymore. You swap decks and then it's a mirror match. And I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, I literally played 5 soul tie decks. I swapped my deck and then all of a sudden I'm playing a mirror match of my deck. Like, what is this, bro? I'm talking about, I'll play like Grixis Control. Nobody's playing Grixis Control. I run into the one guy playing Grixis Control, bro. Like, come on, bro. Stop the cap out here. Like, and that's the thing is like, that's just one of those things that's just like, whatever, man. Like, bro, like, it's so like, it's not even triggering because it's just like, it's just one of those things, but like, I just enjoyed the personal experience of playing Magic.
I think they have an algorithm in which they read the name of your deck. Because you display it every time you play it. That's why I name my shit random shit. I'll be like, let's have fun. and then like it'll match you with some dumb shit. Like most of my games, and I've hit gold, silver or gold. I can't actually had to log in. It's been a minute because I used to invest in the Magic Arena heavy, and I realized I was like, "There's no equity in this." I stopped doing it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not.
That's why I don't play it, because at least in paper Magic, I get the cards, and I can like recycle. You know what I mean? Like I've been trading. I got the like. I sent you. Like I traded for that. I didn't pay a fucking dime. Like I just fucking traded, and then now I got a card that I really like, I really want, and I didn't have to really pay. So it's like, well, shipping, but that's nothing. Like,
but that's the thing too. Is like that's like the state of Magic right now. Like it's not in a like some people will be like, oh, I love Arena. It's in a good state. Like this is amazing. But like for me, I'm just like
I think the fact that you had to pay. I think it should really like Magic really needs to like stop gouging, because they still make money in paper.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everything's about money, bro. Like like you said about everything else. 100%. Like gaming, music parts, music, like everything has become about money. So it's like it's hard to like keep these hobbies and still feel like you're getting something. Yeah.
But like the thing about Magic is the resale value.
Yeah,
in my opinion. But I mean, I guess maybe I may be rare in thinking about that long-term equity aspect. Whereas like if I'm gonna invest in a card game that's already lucrative.
No, you're not the only one. I know a guy that he doesn't play at all, but he's been playing Magic from like the beginning, and he has like all the expeditions, like all the like what they call them, the 7
inventions.
Power 9.
Power 9. Yeah.
The dual lands?
Yeah.
No, it's just like all the strong, like the Black Lotus
super strong
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Amulets.
Amulets and
he just collects
boxes.
them, and I think he has, I want to say like 10 grand worth of cards or more than that, and he insures them and everything.
If he has a Black Lotus, is more. You had 100 grand at that point. Like you are, if you have Power 9, you have borderline 200 and something $1,000.
No, I don't remember what he said he had, but
okay, yeah. No, I'm not trying to call you out. Like, I'm sorry. I'm saying like if he has the Power 9, like that is like you are in hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I wouldn't say he has a Power 9, but like he has like cards that are up there.
So, and I mean like
there are people like that.
Yeah, I was telling you about like the Survival of the Fittest, the Judge foil. It's like 1,400. Like. And I have the Invention Soul Ring that's like 700.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's like I'm telling you, like those cards have been climbing. The Mana Crypt, like bro, like that's why I've been like. But I've always been like, I have all the swords and Light and Shadow, War and Peace, all of them like in invention form. Like I was like, I'll show you that black case is really. But that's how I look at Magic, though. It's like it stocks, and it's one of those things where, like, it seems like I'm bragging, but I'm really just like proud.
Yeah,
I said heavy in the beginning, and then
I sold my collection. I've been selling it for over the past 2 years because I'm just like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you selling?
No, what? You ain't hit me up at all? Like, you hit me up at all? Like,
I'm just selling in the stores because it's like I don't know. Like I just don't want it sitting around, and I get like, oh, these are investments and things like that.
Even I know people who may want it.
Oh no, it's all gone. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like you should have told me. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's the thing. I would start over if I like really wanted to get back into Magic, but I just don't feel like. I don't know. It's just not in a good place because like if I'm talking about Standard, so let's talk about all 3 formats. So Standard, like they just print mechanics and they're just like testing stuff. Like. They print Commander cards in Standard. They print Modern cards in Standard. They print cards that literally don't have any answers, or like they'll print like super strong cards, and then the other version of it is like super weak. In Modern, everything's just literally too expensive. Like, you're dropping
Legacy too. Not no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these other formats aren't meant for you to get into.
And what Modern is too is that they have the established like. Cards like decks rather, and then they have 1 or 2 cards that are like super OP in Standard, and then they just buy them out, and it's like everything is as expensive. It's like
it's like if a card
Modern. That's why Modern is dying though. Like that's why Modern is dying. Like,
I mean, but that's the thing. It's too
modern
big.
die, but it's just a high entry to
no, it's
entry.
no modern. If you look at modern, like the tournaments and shit, like standard is pretty much taking over Magic in that aspect of,
and that's only because
be.
Arena makes it so casual. But like you said, like
they've been trying to revive it. They've been trying to revive modern on Arena though.
Yes,
like they've been trying to, but it's just not like
it's
nobody's
not going to work
up
because they still have Magic the Gathering online, and they're trying.
Magic the Gathering online is dying too.
Yeah,
because the cards are even as expensive.
Yeah. Arena is killing a lot of that, but Arena is their more polished, gamey version. Like Arena is their. I'm trying to get my camera because like I feel like I'm like hella far away, and so I'm trying to get it so that it won't like.
You can't adjust in the middle of the podcast, bro.
Well, I'm sorry enough time because you all are just like ready, go. I don't like. I'm trying to be comfortable and still be able to talk. I know.
Either way,
stop judging.
So like, it's just become so like I heard they fired their playtesting team too. So like now they're just printing cards. They're just making cards and just being like,
well, that's
whatever happens.
Yeah, I mean, well, it started feeling like that because they hit like Dominaria
was amazing.
Like, yeah, like up until Hero of the Spark. I'm sorry, Hero of the Spark, War of the Spark. Like that was like
War of the Spark wasn't bad.
No. I'm saying War of the Spark was the last everything made sense up until that point. And then after War of the Spark, they just started testing. Like now they got a Dungeons and Dragons shit. Like what?
That is actually not bad, but
no, it's not bad. But like this is how random they are now. Like Ikora, you went from Ikora. Strixhaven.
Well, that was the thing. War of the Spark was like the end of Nicobolus, like kind of.
Yeah, but then they tried to go back to Zendikar Rising. Yeah. Like this, there's no like. Think about from 8th to Revolt, Kaladesh. It's a story. Like it's flowing. Even going to Ixalan, like it's flowing.
Well, all these stories are still flowing. But of course, if you were back when the Gatewatch was there,
they on 5 different.
No, it's because the Gatewatch, bro. Like everybody hated the Gatewatch because.
Why would you hate the Gatewatch?
Because it was just Gideon. Gideon really ruined it for everybody, bro. Like,
how did Gideon went out like a G? He died. Like
I get that, but you didn't play when Gideon was like the 4-drop. Gideon literally was wrecking standard.
Bro. No, I use a 4-drop Gideon. I know.
Yeah, but I'm saying like him alone made people hate the Gatewatch, like because he was so oppressive.
You don't think Jace?
The 2-drop?
Jace?
The 2-drop Jace.
No, you mean like their beginnings, their origins?
No, I'm saying when they were in standard, like, and they were doing the Gatewatch.
Yeah, their origins. That's what I'm saying. Like so Jace, Bryn's prodigy.
Yeah, that wasn't an OP card. It was just an expensive card.
When he flipped. He literally came back in modern. His price, not modern. What was it? What was that format?
But the thing is,
Pioneer.
No, they banned him. Well, they pretty much made him useless because they banned Uro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he became powerful.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't strong like that. He's just.
He went from like $8 to
yes, I know. But he's always he's an enabler. Like he's not the reason why a deck is broken. He enables the deck to be broken by giving you a loot. Gideon was just OP. He literally won the game by himself. He made a token. He was an indestructible 5/5. And then if he ulted, he gave everything a +1 counter. So now if you have like a bunch of 1/1 count, that's why white-green control or white-green tokens was so strong, because you would have a bunch of tokens with Nissa. And then you would just ult Gideon, and then they'd all be like 1/2s and 3/3s, and then they'd be
like... Vivian did the same thing though. Vivian was worse. Honestly. Vivian like gave everything to trample.
You're talking about a green card. Oh, okay. A green deck. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So now that we got all the way back around to green being OP, because if we really want to think about Nissa, bro, 5-drop Nissa. A 5-drop planeswalker that made 3/3 indestructible lands, and you could still tap them? Come on, bro. Don't tell me green wasn't busted. Don't tell me green wasn't busted. Bro, Uro was not busted to me because I loved playing him, but since he was in green and green had card draw, it had life gain, It had control.
All right. So Simic in general. Simic is one thing I would say is yes. Simic is powerful,
but
like Kamina, like Merfolk.
Blue wasn't even like they paired green with blue,
no, they paired blue with green.
No, they paired green with blue because blue was like not even a main factor. Like it literally allowed people to run the game.
Blue wasn't
it. So on Uro and it didn't matter regardless because the blue was just there. Because
I still think blue's always been strong though, and I think
they were like, maybe we can nerf green by adding blue on top of it, and people were just like, I'm just gonna play.
You really seriously?
Literally,
blue has, since I've been playing, blue has been relevant as a color from Grixis to literally played to blue white.
I get what you're saying about Teferi, but Teferi literally got ran through by mono red Hazoret. Period.
No, he didn't. Mono red Hazoret was stopped from blue white control. Blue white control ran.
I literally lost to mono red in Paris because
all right. So watch this. Look up top 8 decks.
It doesn't matter.
Since 2018.
Yes, I will say Teferi had his phase.
Blue was in Tamir Energy. Blue was. Is it? Oh my God! Is it, bro?
Is it?
You're not going to sit here. Phoenix? Is it everything? Scalding Tarn shot up to like $100 and something because
that's modern, bro. Like that's not standard.
No, in standard, was a thing. Like I'm telling you, like Niv Mizzet, is it control? Is it?
It wasn't. It wasn't like.
Right, hold up, no, I got me.
It wasn't placing like that,
bro. If it didn't have, if the deck, literally was in I get what you're saying, but if it didn't have a card that was potentially able to get banned, it wasn't that good. Period.
But like,
at no point did they say, "Oh, we need to ban Niv Mizzet out of fucking Tamir," or is it like at no point where they're like, "Oh man, this dude is too strong," like ever, like.
Wait, no, they didn't. But that's because nobody cried because
it wasn't that strong, bro. Because it was literally not.
So that 4-drop dragon that had +1/+1 for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard that was wiping people, like literally wiping people.
Yeah, I get that.
Is it Drake or some shit like something like that?
It was
no, bro. I'm telling you, blue
is all. That's the deck you're talking about.
All right, so look, watch this. Look. Top 8 deck standard. Sultai Ultimatum. Dimir Rogues. Red deck wins always. Is it Goldspan? Tamir Adventure. Gruul Adventure. Naya Adventures. Jeskai Cycling. Damn, blue is in more than 50% of those decks. Green is there as well. So green is in 1 in Sultai Ultimatum. It's Adventure,
what is the number 1 deck?
Adventure. Sultai Ultimatum.
Just look at Sultai Ultimatum and tell me that deck isn't busted. Tell me what you can do against that deck to beat it. You literally, I play Sultai. I literally play that. And Ultimatum is a busted card. It's supposed to be.
Oh no! The Sultai Ultimatum. I know what you're talking about.
Busted.
Yeah, it is.
What was before that?
It has green and blue.
What was before that? Uro. What was before that? Oko. What was before that?
Exactly.
No, it's not the way. All right, so like think about it. What other color is in all of those cards?
That didn't even matter about that.
No, it does. I'm saying blue is in the majority of these decks. I'm telling you, blue is overpowered. Blue is a true powerhouse that nobody calls out. How am I wrong?
What blue
card? I'm looking at a standard top 8 MTG
what blue card
blue
in there
being in the more of the deck.
What blue card is busted?
All of them. That's what I'm saying. All of them are busted.
I'm saying, look at the deck list and tell me which blue card is breaking that deck.
Hold up. Let me look it up.
Disdainful Strokes? So they can play the mirror match? So they can counter Ultimatum? So they can counter the green card? Like what? I don't know. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. Like MTG
Brazen Borrower.
Mono green aggro. Mono green aggro, right?
It's not even on the list. It's not even on the list.
I'm literally looking at the MTGO Standard League.
It's MTGO. I'm talking about MTG in general.
Look,
like, cause like the tournament, the actual tournaments, like the top 8, bro, is mostly decks with blue in it. Like they have blue.
Nobody's like, oh man, that blue card really wrecked me. Like nobody.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. What is it? No. Stop.
Maybe
I'm about to catch both of y'all on cap right now. Hold on. What is it? They just banned it. Hull Breacher? Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck done. Like already. Hull Breacher? Like tell me there's a card better than Hull Breacher right now.
What is
Isn't that a commander card?
No, well it is, but it's also good in any other format you would play. If you want to draw cards.
Commander literally has broken cards in every.
No. But Hull Breacher is extra broken in Commander because you always want to draw because you have, you know what I mean, like that format. But in any format you want to draw, and so you from drawing and then gain mana on top of that.
Damn,
every time you want to draw.
That sounds like Tamir Energy. That deck that was super.
But Hull Breacher that level. Like I'm telling you, look at Hull Breacher. It's the most broken card in recent timing. Like that card is, oh my god.
I mean, I didn't play Commander like that, so
no, it's not even not even Commander. Like you play Standard, Hull Breacher is just a fucked card. Like,
are there any more blue cards that in that time frame that were broken outside of that one card?
Oh, oof. Merfolk Wine Robber? Not broken, I guess, but these are just like good cards. Oh snap! I like these.
Blue and Standard has never been like that broken.
It was when
that's cap.
Snapcaster and stuff was in the format, I guess.
Okay.
What? Like, come on! I'm just like, I don't know why y'all protecting blue so much. Like
blue is. Blue.
I'm not protecting blue.
Did you like? It sounds like you are because it's like it's not that bad. When I remember when you see somebody playing blue, you just like, you know, it's about to be a long, drawn out, annoying ass game.
It's not.
Grixis Control, like.
Yes, that was amazing.
Nicol Bolas?
That was amazing. Bro, Nicol Bolas was a 3. You had to play 3 colors with no mana fixing, and he was a 5-drop.
4. He's a 4-drop.
Bro, he made you discard 1 card.
And then he turned into a planeswalker that would wipe your fucking board.
Bro, you never got to do it.
I do it all the time. I did. Well, I'm sorry. I ran a Nicol Bolas Grixis control deck.
I get that.
That would control the table.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, and then my sideboard was either do I need to go instant control, like spell control, or do I need to go creature control? So that like my main deck was like Nicol Bolas. That's all I cared about. I'm gonna get him.
Fun deck. It was a fun deck. It wasn't a tier 1 deck.
It was. I'm telling you, I damn near hit Platinum Mythic in Arena. I just stopped playing because there was nobody answering that. I'm telling you, like that's like
that's the thing. Like I don't even feel like I hit Mythic one season, and it wasn't even because like I was good. It was literally the amount of games that I played. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't play that much.
You could play literally any deck. But there was always those decks that literally would beat you because you had no answers in Grixis.
Well, because some people are good at deck building. Like that's the thing. Like some people.
But I'm saying Grixis didn't have any exile effects, and most of the top tier decks.
Nicol Bolas in himself.
He was not that strong. Like he was
the Dragon Pharaoh.
Yeah, the 4-drop.
No, not Dragon Pharaoh. Not the Dragon.
The Ravager.
Sorry. Yeah, the Ravager. No, but it was the other one, the God Pharaoh. That's what it was from War of the Sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get that far.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would lose
get that far win.
You would lose to the aggro decks. Powerful, but yeah, it is a strong card.
No, you don't lose to aggro decks because you have burn. That's why I told you. Like your sideboard has those cards. Like you literally cycle.
I get that, but like mono red on like if you're on the play or on the draw, you literally lose the mono red because you like.
I beat mono. I'm telling. I've played these decks. I've played against control. But I'm telling you, Grixis control, when Nicol Bolas was like, yeah, I got a 4/4 flying. That's going to make you discard a card. I can fight counters. Because even if I just got to hold Nicol Bolas and then save up my negates, disdainful strokes, my tails in, all of those, like, I can beat planeswalkers, I can beat spells, and I can beat creatures. Like I'm telling you, I don't know if this deck is like not a thing and it don't look like it has been.
No, it wasn't. I'm saying it wasn't a tier 1 deck. It was a friend.
But it could have been if I pushed it enough. Like, cause I'm telling you.
No, there was another deck that literally was a better deck than it. Hold on. Because I remember playing Grixis Control, and there was decks that it literally could not beat.
You talking about the meta version though?
No, I'm talking about. Either way, I built my Grixis differently because mine was a Planeswalker deck.
That's what I mean though.
Like a 5-color or 4-color Planeswalker deck. But it was like
mine was just Grixis, and the only creature I had was Nicol Bolas. It was a Nicol Bolas deck in general. A standard Nicol Bolas deck. And the last block. Well, actually, it might still be standard. Well, no, because I think the Ravager.
Nicol Bolas has been out. So you're talking about Grixis Control. So this is February 2020. So this is at the beginning of COVID and stuff like that. I
don't know if that's it. I made this deck with Nicol Bolas. He's one of my favorite cards. Yeah. And so I made that one, and it was really just Sanity. They just a Sanity, bro.
There was a go wide aggro deck that literally made this deck
But yeah, Thief of Sanity and Dimir Control actually was a thing.
Yeah,
because Thief of Sanity himself would just steal cards from the person deck.
In so they had another red deck wins. It was Legion War Boss. So
red deck, red deck is red deck wins is always gonna be a thing. It's because you just throw red cards.
It lost to, I think it lost to Scarab God. No, Scarab God was out.
No, I'll tell you what it lost to.
What?
Because it's the only deck I would ever lose to. Consistently, and it was any kind of token or mini man generation, which was saying. Yes, green was in it, but that's the only way.
But that's what I'm saying. If you drop the Ravager and they have 4 tokens that are literally 3/3s, it's I'm saying that I did.
But green doesn't fly though. That's my only benefit. That's why I would win sometimes.
But I'm saying it was a drop 1 card. You could only do 1 thing a turn.
Ooh.
With that deck. If you blew 2 removal spells, they just made more tokens. If you played Nicol Bolas on turn 4, they dropped a 4/4 creature that was okay, now I got to deal with this the next turn. And even if you could play the 5-drop Nicol Bolas, it was literally to kill something or have them exile a land because it was their choice of what they got to exile, and it would just run through you.
That's what I'm saying. So if I curve out, right? Think about it. If I curve out, turn 4
perfect scenario, yes.
Yeah, which if you think about it, understand. For the Planeswalker, I played 2 or 3, but I played 4 of the Ravager. So you hit turn 4 Nicol Bolas, turn 5 the God Pharaoh. I promise you, that is a hard thing to deal with. It is because if you're playing a Planeswalker, I now have all of their abilities.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what I'm telling you.
I know it was.
That shit is
Teferi. No, the 3-drop Teferi was in
either
the format.
Way.
So that you would play your Nicol Bolas and they would just bounce your fucking Teferi or your.
But see, but I also got
card.
I got what's that card? No, it's a card that I had in my deck that I would play solely for that card, and it would wipe it. Well, Tails End won because you have your cards in standard that somebody's gonna play, but Tails End automatically gets Teferi off and is a 2-drop instant. That's your counter for Teferi. No, Tails End. It's a blue counter spell. It's counter target triggered ability, activated ability, or legendary spell.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Bro, I'm telling you, people don't look at shit like that. Unwind.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's a very narrow card.
I can play 4 of them though.
Yeah, but it was a narrow card. We're talking about
that's not no meta.
No, Grixis so right,
not. I get the meta. Yes, I don't play meta. You know me. I don't.
No,
play
I get that, but I'm saying the reason why Magic is kind of going downhill is because the meta is so oppressive that even.
But that's because
even with you building your Grixis deck and you're yo, I'm having fun. There was decks that were, that's what I'm saying. There was decks that were literally at big tournaments, just literally blow through your deck, no cap. Because I remember going to tournaments.
When I'm playing meta, maybe not meta people. That's the thing. Magic is Magic is determined.
Tournaments. It wasn't just some dude who's oh man, I just built this deck
No.
one.
See, I don't agree with that. Only because decks become meta when a person plays them well enough. Like that's the thing. Like the dude who played Siege Rhino, like the blonde haired dude won. Like he was not Grand Pro. What is the fucking championship? World Tour. He was a World Tour. I played Siege Rhino, blonde haired guy. He made that deck. Went there. Nobody was prepared for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why it was fun back then, because you could literally show up to a tournament.
Liz, that's what I'm trying to say. Like people now are lazy. Like that's the problem with Magic. Is like they see these tournaments, they see these top deck lists, and they're like.
But that's the thing too. Is like there's not enough cards to like. Really no. Now. That's what I'm getting at. Like
no, I'm saying now it is. It's more. It is like if you look at Strixhaven alone, Ikora.
But I'm saying after this rotation, it might get good again. But like the whole,
because people hone in on like broken cards.
That's what I'm saying. People hone in on like those mechanics are well established. So the thing about standard is this happens every standard rotation when it's about to rotate out. So this is the main reason why Gideon was so strong, is because it was a powerful deck in the old meta, and the new cards don't have support until these next sets come out. So like all these like Strixhaven and stuff like that, they're halfway built.
I just feel like people don't want to, like people hone in, like I was saying, on those meta built decks. Those these are consistent. These are like, and then granted, yes, they are, because they paid to sit in the house and play these decks over and over and over and fine tune. But at the same time, it doesn't take away the capabilities of another player to do the same thing. Maybe not get paid to do it, and maybe not be able to play it over and over, but play it enough. And that's what Arena does. Arena gives you that ability to play enough times on the go, sometimes if need be, that you can refine on that level. Like you don't have to, like meta decks is only a person making a deck that they just tested enough, that is consistent enough for them, and it's consistent against the format. You gathering that same information and producing something yourself. And that's what my Grixis control deck was. And this is not me talking about myself. This is like because I don't like the meta so much that I want to break it, that I will spend the time, take the L's, and refine a deck. Because your first version is probably ain't gonna be your best version. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna take L's. But then you keep coming back and you're like, all right, maybe I don't like. That's why I built my sideboard the way I built it, where it was like, all right, I'm usually gonna die to creatures, or I'm gonna die to whatever. Like spells or control. So it's like you might get that first game, but that second game coming at you want some whole other shit, like board wipes if you got creatures. You know what I mean? Like spell counters if you playing stuff that's trying to control the board. Like Teferi, like Tails End was my answer to Teferi. And I play 4 and you can only play 4. And then if you're controlling, then I'm be here, syncopate. Like I will dump everything into it.
And I feel that. I'm saying like that's how my Zergo deck was. Like it was literally like people were like, why are you playing Zergo? Stuff like that. And it wasn't like meta breaking. I mean, if more people would have played it, it probably could have been refined, because I was like a new deck builder at that time. But I'm saying that net decking has become so streamlined because it's just, there's cards that literally like, so the thing with like the expanding community of Magic is the internet made it so that you can look at all these decks. And I've had this conversation at tournaments where it's like, why build a deck that's initially going to eventually bring you into the meta? So it's like, all right, I want to build something that's going to be different than the meta, right? And you play test to find the best cards. You literally end up with the meta, the top meta decks. Like there's no other way around it. Now your sideboarding is definitely where you make or break what you win and lose to, but that's like a big part of it.
Look at the time. I don't want you to get in the middle of a thought.
Nah. But yeah, well, let's just end it.
Part 2. So you got a point. Yeah. I still, when we start, we can immediately go into the next one. I'm gonna fill my cup up. Yeah. And then once we get into the next part, then you can start right there. I didn't want to cut you off. I was
no.